Thank you for listening to Comics for Fun and Profit. This is Kyle and Drew with your sneak peek at next week. Episode number 417 for comics originally releasing on November 22nd, 2017, right smack dab at the end of the month, right before Thanksgiving for those of us in America. Drew, before we get into what's happening in your local comic book shops this coming Wednesday, I missed you last week, and we missed a lot in the world of comics.
Yeah. Last week we would have done our previews picks in the top 10 of the numbers, and this week we would have done the actual numbers. Now we're going to do all that stuff in one because it's Comics for Fun and Profit, where we've been 0 weeks without a missed episode. So we're starting our streak over again. And number one with a bullet was for the month was Dark Knight Metal,
Issue number 3.
Yeah, and I'm not. Why am I not on the right page?
That's a great question. But it's pretty rad that we've got very little attrition with this Dark Knight's Metal. People are just sticking with it. So, I mean, it's number 3 in the saga of that mini, and it was 158,000, where the previous issue 2, was 162,000.
That's pretty good.
Pretty good to see it holding steady.
Yeah, that is pretty good. Did you see who won the? I didn't look at the. See, I'm all out of sorts. We didn't do the regular thing. Who won the? Was it Marvel again? Did they win the share and the?
I did not even look at that.
Well, who cares then? Coming in at number 2 was Mighty Thor, 700, which did 115,000. That's a really good number for Mighty Thor.
Yeah, no doubt.
The old legacy number kicked it up there. Amazing Spider-Man also got it some juice for its legacy number, 789. Came in at rank 3 and did 110,000. Batman 32 and Batman 33. Now 32 was the end of War and Roses, or Riddles and Jokes.
Jokes and riddles. Jokes and riddles.
And it did 109 and then plummeted for the 33rd issue, which was the first Joel Jones, I believe.
Yeah.
And so about 11,000 people dropped that, and they don't know what they missed out on.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Overall unit share, Marvel 38, DC 35. Overall dollar share, Marvel 36, DC 30.
Huh. An Image holding steady around 10.
Yeah, 11. 11 on dollar and a skosh under 10 on unit.
Higher on dollar.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. Okay. Yeah. So Despicable Deadpool comes in at rank 6 with 93,000. It's also a legacy number, 287. Then we have Batman the Drowned, the Dawnbreaker, and the Merciless, and then the White Knight. 3 of those are metal books. White Knight is getting lost in the flood of metal books. So they finish out the top 10. Those 4, and they're all in the high 80s, so 89 to 86. I really think that Batman White Knight needed to let this metal thing play out.
It is getting kind of
it's just getting so long, and it's really good.
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, how much Batman can one person read? I mean, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 in the top 10. 6 Bat books. Batman books. Not Bat books, Batman books. That's crazy, right?
Batman books. Yeah, that's a ton. And when's the last time you saw The Walking Dead pushed down to number 22?
I know, that is nuts, isn't it?
Yeah.
That is really bad.
Nothing crazy, nothing gimmicky going on. It's only a 64,000 print run on that, but pushed out of even the top 20.
Yeah. Amazing. It really got shoved down there.
Yeah.
But that's crazy. We have X-Men Gold, which sold 80,000. Venom selling 76. Kind of a cluster of Marvel books right outside the top 10. Leading into, like what you said, Walking Dead. So 171 was the first Princess, right? And then so that was a big number, and then it dropped precipitously precipitously
We'll
this
have
month.
to
Yeah.
yeah, there's something going on with these Marvel numbers here, because if you look at X-Men Gold and Venom and Spider-Gwen and X-Men Blue, like, they are double their previous month. So something's going on there.
I don't know if they're lenticulars. Eric from Cowabunga would be able to tell us what the tiers were and what the gimmicks were.
Yeah.
But I don't know, and I don't have that sheet in front of me.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. Because Venom 155, 76,000. The previous month, only 25,000. That's crazy.
Yeah, I think it's probably all because of lenticular, right? To trigger lenticulars,
Yeah,
or is that
possible.
next? Is that next the month after? I don't know. We'll have to check into that.
What happened in the month of October? I don't remember.
I don't know. It's been a long time. Action Comics, its lenticular
I was
edition.
gonna say, that's the lenticular we know about.
So that did 65,000, and then the next lenticular did 60,000. And since should there be other actions on here somewhere,
I believe so.
but nobody wanted them. I don't even see them. Maybe they lumped them together this time.
They are at a different price point, so they are not going to lump them together. I keep telling you that.
Well, things
so Action
change.
Comics 989 non-lenticular is at rank 107, and non-lenticular version of 990 at rank 114.
Well, if you added the orders together, 989 and 990 would have placed rank number 9 and number 12.
Yep.
It would have pushed them way up there. So that's kind of cool.
Yeah, very nice.
Let's see, anything else? That top 50-ish area look interesting. Mr. Miracle still holding steady at 40,000. That's pretty
That's
good.
right,
3
yeah.
issues in.
Spirit of Vengeance by Marvel, with its number one book right there at 58,000 for rank 25. I'm trying to think what that was.
Which one?
Spirit of Vengeance? Spirits of Vengeance.
Oh yeah, that was that thing that came out of Legacy.
Mm-hmm.
That was Ghost Rider. Saga dips below 40,000 sales as it nears 50.
Do we think he's going 60, or what's he going with this?
I don't know. I mean, I don't think he cares about the money.
No. But normally
so-
he writes, Why the Last Man ended at 50 on the dot.
60.
60 on the dot. Machina ended at
50.
50. So he likes those killing points.
Yeah. He's probably going to leave it up to Fiona, or it's up to her, and the two of them together, I would guess.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sure the naysayers will decry the sagas falling, but there's an awful lot of people that are moving to trade on Saga.
Yeah, I'm still buying it though.
I think they're mistaken. I think it's better in single issues.
Completely agree.
But I also think Walking Dead works better in single issues, and not a lot of people agree with me there either.
Shadow and Batman, the inverse of Batman and Shadow. This one being the Dynamite release at rank 58, so that's a big win for Dynamite there. 38,949.
Nightwing plummets down to below 32,000 and is on its way into the 20s by next month.
No.
Yep, bye-bye Nightwing. Unless you're a metal tie-in, you're in trouble.
Yeah.
But look at all these Rebirth titles down here in the low 30s.
Yeah.
It's getting back down into the New 52 after the honeymoon period wore off. Remember those days?
I do.
Wasn't reading a lot of DC back after that towards the end. I think I was reading Batman in DC at the end of New 52. So let's hope they maintain some good stuff here.
I still always had Nightwing.
You always have well, do you?
Shut it. I have extra. We have all kinds of Nightwing going on here.
Yeah, Nightwing, the new order
New
number
Order.
3.
Mm.
Yeah, pretty cool.
Yeah, that's coming in. Issue number 3 coming in at rank 106 at 23,506.
Let's see. We've got Killer Be Killed, 17,000. It's at rank 129.
Maestros by Image, the new Image number 1, rank 128, 17,926. Neil Adams publishing Ragman through DC. Its first issue, 17,220.
Yeah.
On that one. We talked about Slots. Is that
Yeah.
what you're talking?
I was gonna say Slots. Yeah.
Go for it. Take over.
It was really good, and I liked it a lot. Dan Panosian did writing in the art, and it did almost 15,000. Came in at rank 139.
Sold through, went to a second print.
Went to a second print that was a cool second print with a different variant.
Yeah, very cool.
That we have placed an FOC order with our good friends at Cowabunga, and have those on the way. We're excited about those.
Family Trade number 1. That was Justin Jordan.
Yeah. I think he wrote that with like his girlfriend or something like that.
Its first issue, only 12,000 on that one. So nice low print run for that number 1. I'm gonna hold on to those for a little bit and see what happens with that books.
Yeah.
Reorder activity for Batman the Murder Machine from the previous month, and another 10,000 on the second print of that. Same thing with Red Death.
Wow. Royal City, even with its cover gimmicks, which I thought were pretty cool, will only be able to pump up its sales to 13,000 and living right outside the top 150 at 153.
Good little number for The Tick number 1 from New England Comics, coming in at rank 201, 8,660.
Ah, that's my first New England Comics mention in a long time.
No doubt.
Shirtless Bear Fighter finished up with 11,000 comics, and it's, I think, only arc. I don't think they're going to do another one. Maybe they will. Came in at ranks 168. Was a wacky and fun little series. Got people excited for a little while.
There you go. Hillbilly number 8 from Albatross Books. Albatross Funny Books. 35 weeks late on number 8.
Yeah. I don't know if he's lost interest. Readers are kind of losing interest, so
Yeah.
it's too bad. Why is the Rough and Ready show number 1 at rank 200 highlighted? Is it because it's 200 just as a marker, or does that mean something?
That is only on yours, sir.
It is only on mine?
Yep.
Well, that's weird. Oh, is that like what it... I don't... Why is it doing that? Huh. I don't know.
There you go.
How do computers work? Bitch Planet Triple Feature finished up its arc, number 5. Came in at 8,400, and it was a really cool anthology inside the world of Bitch Planet. I really liked it. I hope they do that again. But I think there towards the end they started bringing in male writers, even though it was supposed to be showcasing new female talent.
Mm-hmm.
And they ran out of new female talent there by the 5th issue, and brought Matt Fraction in to write one. I think she said if Kelly Sue said if they can find it, new voices to share, they'll do another round of it. But stories were uneven, but I thought it was really cool and a good read, and it would be fun anthology to read in trade. I think with probably 15 different little stories that take place in the Bitch Planet universe. That'd be kind of cool.
Other than that, just small numbers and comics that are being underread.
Yeah, Manifest Destiny at 7,000 and ranked 224. That's a bummer.
Lark's Killer at 352 with only 3,115.
Yeah. Motor Girl, which I think it's ending, right?
I believe you're right.
Yeah, I think it's ending at 10. I have them stacked up and stopped. I haven't read one since like 5. And now I'm thinking, what's the rush? What's the rush, right? You ever
just be there.
Yeah, they'll just be there. They're not really going to be catching up. They're not going to be doing it anymore, so I don't have to worry about it. Where was Scooby Apocalypse?
I must have missed Scooby Apocalypse.
I didn't see it either. I wonder if it missed that month. Saw Scooby team up, but
Scooby Apocalypse, rank 152, 13, 478. It's 18th issue. Man, that's been going on for 18 issues. Holy cow.
yeah, I just read 19, and it's kind of switched gears. You know, I've been reading it a long time. I'm reading since it came out, and it was pretty awful. And but I kept reading it, and now it's kind of taken on kind of like a little survivalist Twilight Zone-y vibe, and it's going in some different directions and less dumb, I think, and or maybe I'm just numb to it at this point because I've read 19 issues, but I like it more. I like it more now.
Yeah.
But I mean, who else would have sat through 19 issues to get to this point?
Yeah, no doubt.
Where it got better. Everybody else would have quit. Not me. The one comic I stick with through and through is Scooby Apocalypse.
That's a hill you can go ahead and die on your own there, Chief.
Yeah, that's about it.
That's all I got in the numbers.
Yeah, sounds good to me. Well, let's shoot over to the previews catalog, and start where we always start in Dark Horse, and this is previews for November, which will for product that'll be in shops in January.
First of the year.
Yeah, so the orders are due at some comic shops today as you're listening to this. In other places it'd be the 22nd. So we're right at the cutoff basically, to help you in any way, shape, or form. First and foremost is Hungry Ghost #1, and this is an Anthony Bourdain book.
Yeah.
So it's part of the Burger Books imprint. Burger, not hamburger, but Berger. But it is Anthony Bourdain, who's the chef, and he's doing this book with Vanessa Del Rey and a Paul Pope cover, and it's about international chefs and this weird old samurai game that I'm not aware of called 100 Candles. So it looks like it's like scary stories and things like that. So you never know when you get with like celebrity writers,
the Kareem Abdul-Jabbar's, or you get the Gerard Ways or whatnot.
Yeah. So it's kind of uneven, and some of the stuff is interesting, and some of the stuff's really good. So I'm picking that up because I think it's got some novelty, and it might have some cross appeal, and therefore might be in demand because of his notoriety.
You just going to commit to the 4 right now, or just try that one and go?
Joe, just one. Just the first one.
Yeah. Dark Horse miniseries haven't been great for me, but I'll probably snag this one as well.
Mike Mignola has another #1, Koshi the Deathless, with art by Ben Stenbeck, and it's in the Hellboy universe, so a certain folks will dig that. I'm not much of a Hellboy reader, so I'll probably will be sitting that one out.
I looked at Vinegar Teeth you see that one? A 1 of 4. Also in Dark Horse. They call it a Lovecraft meets Lethal Weapon mashup type comic.
Okay.
Yeah, so I read that one. Huh.
Yeah.
I have to read just to see what that is.
Usually those when blank meets blank aren't quite that
Well,
different.
lately we've been getting when blank and blank and blank and blank meet, and at least they're only using 2 things for this.
Yeah.
one, so,
I like it when they keep it a little more simple.
yeah.
As we look into DC, unless you had something else in Dark Horse,
Nope. Normally 1 or 2 is my go-to.
we have some metal stuff. We've got Sideways #1. That's something happened during the Dark Knight's Metal, and I don't know if this is spoilery or not. I don't think if high school junior Derek James accidentally fell through a rift into the dark matter dimension. Now, as Sideways, he can create rifts in midair to leap through dimensions at will.
So kind of like a poor man's version of...
Spot.
yeah, okay. I was thinking Nightcrawler.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I can see that too. Okay, so this is a new character being introduced. This will be his first appearance, unless he made an appearance in Dark Knight's Metal that I haven't seen yet. So it's worth a flyer to see if he catches on. He's got a decent look to him. He's blue and white, and I don't know.
He looks very similar to Blue Beetle.
Yeah, he's got a Blue Beetle look to him. Yeah, you're right.
And this is this has got these weird flappy covers as well. We haven't seen these released yet to see if they're all just horrific or not.
Is this fold out?
Yeah, vertical fold out cover design diagrams.
Interesting.
Yeah. Jeff Lemire writing the Terrifics.
Yeah. Are you excited about that?
Nope. Moving on. And we weren't excited about Immortal Man or Damage necessarily in last week or last month. Silencer. Tom King writing the Swamp Thing. That piques my interest.
Oh, okay. There we go. What number is that?
It's page 75, just right there. Writer Tom King. Art and cover by Jason Fabok. It is a $8, 80-page one-shot.
Oh, pass.
It just seems kind of neat.
Yeah.
Tom King, I think, writing that would be fun. Featuring the final tale of Swamp Thing by legendary writer Len Wein.
I'll do my best Snagglepuss impression. Exit stage left even. The Snagglepuss Carl, that was terrible.
What was that?
Yeah, I don't have the theatrics to pull off Snagglepuss. But anyway, the first issue for Exit Stage Left, the Snagglepuss Chronicles, #1, written by my man Mark Russell. My man Mark Russell, who did the Flintstones, with art by Mike Feehan and a cover by Doc Shaner. And it's 1953 when the United States is locked in a nuclear arms race with the Soviet Union. The gay Southern playwright known as Snagglepuss is the toast of Broadway, but success has made him a target. As he plans for his next hit play, Snagglepuss becomes the focus of the House Committee on Un-American Activities. And when powerful forces align to purge show business of its most subversive voices, no one is safe. Drama, horror tragedy, it all starts in Exit Stage Left.
All right, I'm going to be snobbish on this. I would love to see the interior art on this, because if it's like trying to be true to form Cat, like in the A cover, that's going to freak me out, and I'm never going to get through it.
Okay.
If it's cartoony, there's at least a shot of me making it to the last page.
But the cover you don't like?
But yeah, if that's Snagglepuss in this, I can't. It's going to freak me out. I can't do this weird anthropomorphic, almost real cat.
Yeah, they did it. Like for the Flintstones, it was cartoony. So
yeah, I can roll with that.
But the covers were also cartoony, so that would be a deviation, would it not?
Yeah.
But I'm going to check it. I want to get on the ground floor this time because I came late to the party on Flintstones and had to go buy back issues on the secondhand market. And
Well, if you'd have waited, aren't they like a nickel now?
No, I don't know about that.
I'm sorry, I'm throwing shade at
What did Flintstones ever do to you?
Nothing really. Actually, Flintstones wasn't bad. Scooby Doo's the one that bothered me.
Yeah. Those I've sold all those off. What we got here? Batman and the Signal. People excited about this?
No. I mean, that's a resolicit. We've talked about that before.
Oh, okay. It's a resolicit. I'm sorry.
Yeah. Keep forgetting you're looking at digital. I'm flipping through a book.
Yeah, so when you're telling me, oh, it's on page 75, I'm like, I don't know what that means.
We continue Joel Jones doing the art for Batman 38 and 39. And cover work as well.
Oh, 38 and 39, so that wouldn't be a full arc yet, though, right?
Correct.
So she might roll off after the arc. Yeah, probably have to keep up with double shipping. But maybe she'll come back.
Batman TMNT number 3 of 6. White Knight number 4 of 8. That is a wicked cover on that White Knight. I kind of wouldn't mind dipping into Batwoman to kind of see that. Batwoman's pretty kind of a dark book and very serious.
Yeah.
And I kind of sometimes like it when Professor Pig is done in a very serious and dark, gritty kind of way. So I actually think that's a good villain in that kind of a book, and that kind of intrigues me.
Okay.
Because he can come off real hokey and dumb.
Yeah.
Or super, super creepy.
Usually super creepy, I think.
I kind of like my Professor Pig super creepy.
Yeah. Motherlands, number 1. It's a 6-issue miniseries written by Cy Spurrier. I'm sorry, Simon Spurrier now. Ooh. With art by Rachel Stott and cover by Eric Canetti. In a crazed future where unhinged technologies and interconnected parallel Earths have given rise to a spectacular class of supercriminal, the most beloved celebrities aren't actors or rock stars, but the bounty hunters who traverse an exotic multiverse in search of impossible prey. But when the spotlight shunning, straight-laced tracer known as Tab finds herself in an ultraviolet race for her greatest prize yet, she's forced to work with her greatest enemy, the only person capable of IDing him, her elderly, overbearing, and hypercritical mother who was once the most fabulous and celebrated bounty hunter of them all. Okay. Interesting. It's $3.99. The cover's pretty wicked. I like it. And I don't know if that's indicative of what the interior art might look like, but I think it might be worth checking out.
Very nice.
I wonder what imprint this is. Does Motherlands, is that in Vertigo?
Not sure on that one.
That's where not having the paper copy hurts me.
Art Germ still doing the cover B's on Supergirl, even on this one as well through January, so that's good.
You don't think we're getting Art Germ fatigue?
I'm not. I just saw that he's doing something for Aquaman coming up in the near future.
Yeah, that Mara book.
Yeah, that looks pretty rad. Like so far I've still not gotten sick of Jenny Frison B covers or Frank Cho B covers. So
True. It's kind of all I saw in DC.
Yeah,
you saw something else.
Right there with you on those.
Everybody's favorite IDW. We have Kitty Book Tangled, based on the movie, I'm guessing.
Were you asking about Motherlands? Is that what you were asking
about
before?
Yeah.
That is Vertigo.
Vertigo. Interesting.
Star Wars Adventures breaking out.
What number are we up to now?
Well, we have looks like spin-offs.
Oh,
Star Wars Adventures, Forces of Destiny, Princess Leia. Star Wars Adventures, Forces of Destiny, Rey, Hera, Ahsoka and Padme, Rose and Paige.
oh, and is one of those the John Jackson Miller writing those?
Nope.
He said, I think he said he was going to be doing one of those coming up.
Yeah, not yet on that one. Yeah, and then our Star Wars Adventures are our mainline titles on issue 6.
Well, I liked Star Wars Adventures, the one I read, but I don't want to read 6 spin-offs. Are you interested in that?
No, I'm actually, when I saw that, I'm very disappointed.
That's crazy. Are those just one-shots? Are they launching series?
Doesn't say.
You know, though, let me rethink that, because if I come out of Force Awakens and loved it and want more Rey adventures, I would want to read a book that's just about her. That'd be cool. What's the other guy's name?
Okay, we have Princess Leia.
Hera, Leia, Rey. We don't
have
have
Rey.
we don't have the dude.
We have Hera. We have Ahsoka and Padme, and Rose and Paige. Rose and Paige. I don't even know who that is.
Adventure Forces of Destiny. Huh. Yeah, I can see that appealing to youngsters who dig the movies. That would be fun. Why not?
Yeah, I mean, I've always said the more Star Wars, the better. So I guess I can't go against that now.
Yeah. I just don't. This won't be for me, but I hope it sells well.
There you go. Tangled #1, and we also have on some of these IDWs they are doing Funko Pop covers, so which means they're drawing their characters with those freaky giant eyes.
I don't like Funko Pops. I don't get them.
I got a few. I got some that I really like. Did you see the Saga set that's coming out here in the next few months?
Oh.
If anything, someone will jump you over. It's pretty rad. That Lion Cat one, oh, that's awesome. I want it so bad.
Huh.
Yeah.
What do they run normally? $10? $20?
10, $20 depending. Between 10 and 20, and then you've got your specialty ones, your convention ones that creep up even higher.
Oh, really? They do that?
Yeah, and then you've got certain chase ones, so like you get them in a 6 or 8 pack box, and like of that box, only one of them's a certain one, so it's the chase one. I asked, I was chit chatting back and forth with Eric from Cowabunga, and he talked about maybe doing a little bit of a spotlight on their retailer end about kind of how Funkos work, because I had a whole bunch of questions because I'm like, if I'm going to get into this, I'm kind of curious how this all works.
So you're going to start amassing Funko Pops?
No, I have my Mega Man. I have my my characters from a few video games and stuff that I had just chilling around here. A couple little ones that I got on the cheap, but like I wanted the Saga ones. And, like, there's one that you can only get from a diamond retailer to get a certain version of, so I have to make sure I get that one because I want that one to match. Yeah. And then, like, if I want the babysitter, what's-her-face, I have to go to Hot Topic. I'm not sure if I'm going to venture into there to get that one. So there's
Don't act like you don't go there for your emo wear.
So, but yeah, there's a few things, but I'm not completely sure how the Funko things work, but I know that Saga set I kind of have my eye on.
Yeah. If for those of you who want to hear more about Funko Pop ordering, the latest episode of the Cowcast is out from our friends at Cowabunga, and they talk about Funkos and some other specialty items that.
Okay, so yeah,
that comic shops order.
That's the issue that they're going to do the follow up on those things. Awesome, definitely.
Yep.
There is something here that I am interested in the IDWs of the world. I enjoy the Gears of War series. Gears of War series.
Gears of War. So, I like it.
The Rise of Ram by Curtis Wiebe is very intriguing to me, so I will be jumping on that because I'm a fan of that series. And that character Rom is responsible for one of the best cutscenes in that series, and a part that I'll remember for a long time.
And I can no longer be snobbish about video game tie-ins and comics because I love Injustice so much. So.
Yeah, this is true.
So there you go.
Dude, everybody went nuts. Did you see who the DLC characters for Injustice 2 are?
No.
The Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So now Nightwing can fight Donatello. How cool is that?
Is that cool?
Yes.
Okay, that's cool.
Yes.
Just tell me you like it.
Yes.
Anything
Now,
else in IDW?
Did we already get... Okay, there was some scuttlebutt, and I don't know if I missed it. G.I. Joe. Okay. Yeah, okay. I think we just missed it, because we've got, like, essentially a female version of Snake Eyes hitting the ground. And it is an awesome... The birth and rebirth of an all-new Snake Eyes here in G.I. Joe Real American Hero 248. And it's a female Snake Eyes.
So is this a first appearance, or did we miss that on the previous cameo appearance for the 147?
That's what I gotta look into exactly, because it is. I've seen stills and I've seen covers of that character. It is a really cool looking character. I don't know a whole lot about the collectability of G.I. Joe, but I know Snake Eyes was always one of my favorites, and this character looks pretty awesome and striking as well. So if I can grab the ground floor on that one, I'm going to jump in.
So it's 248. We're talking about
Yeah,
G.I. Joe 248?
Yeah, G.I. Joe 248. So I know, that's going to be your birth and rebirth of the all-new Snake Eyes. So
this is part 3, so is it possible you're 2 behind?
That's what I got to find out. Yep.
How do we miss that?
Because we're not big G.I. Joe people.
That's
and I
true.
saw it kind of on the outskirts and just didn't have the ability. Because we don't have a LCS around here necessarily that I could walk in and be like,
Yeah.
all right, I need to do some G.I. Joe research.
Ask Eric. See if they put it on the shelves.
Yeah.
Tell him to go flip through 246. Read it to us over the phone, please.
Yeah.
Oh man, I don't see anything else.
Yeah, that's it for IDW and me.
So we've got that cool cover and image of Walking Dead 175 with the stormtroopers.
I'm buying a 10-pack.
The New World Order, man, that looks really cool. Who knows what it means, if anything, but it's just a really cool cover by Charlie Adler, and they look armed to bear and like they haven't been through a apocalypse.
True.
Yeah.
True.
Yeah.
What's the price on that book?
Oh my goodness. It's $3.99.
It is $3.99.
What?
We have questions. For
Say it.
$3.99, am I paying $3.99 for 32 pages of a black and white book still?
Yes. How
Are
many?
people going to jump off because of this?
No.
Do I still need 10?
Do you still need 10 though? Oh.
Okay, it says new friends, new enemies. If that's legitimately true, those books will skyrocket in value, just like every new friend and new enemy we've ever seen in a book.
Gonna make it into the show eventually.
But I always praised Robert Kirkman for always holding the line at $2.99.
Yeah.
Now we have
just Saga?
Huh?
And now it'll just be Saga?
Pretty much. And now I am looking, if you're looking at a physical book, I am looking at a Robert Kirkman book on page 186. That is $6. Any Robert Kirkman book, that is $4.
What was it? What's the other one? Invincible?
Invincible.
Is that the last one?
Yep. 56 pages, $6.
Okay. You're allowed that.
I'll allow it as well.
And I'll allow this Walking Dead hiccup. And do we think that's a permanent price move?
Yes.
Why would he do that, I wonder?
I don't know. I don't like it.
Well, okay. You towed the line at $2.99 for 174 issues. That's pretty good.
I know.
Yeah.
Can I be mad or can I?
I don't know. I don't know. I think we should just be grateful we got it for as long as we did for the price we got.
Oh, I wanted to hold the line.
You know, you should complain more about metal being $6. Or
Duly noted.
Deadpool being $9.99.
I never bought those. I don't buy those. All right, so I'm getting Walking Dead.
Yeah.
Is it worth $6 to just say I have the finale of Invincible?
I think so. I like final issues.
Yeah, I know. I've got several.
I've got several, and I like to just grab those. And it's a nice bookend if you have first and last, or if you just have last. It's fun too.
On the next page, Days of Hate, number 1 of 12. Super shocked they're telling us this is a mini of 12. Normally it's not something that we get that information. Normally they just spring the end of it on us. Aless Cott on writing, and the art by Danijel Zazulj. There are
fantastic.
There are umlauts and things above Z's, and I'm not sure in my hillbilly brain how those things are pronounced.
Yeah.
Nor how do you pronounce something that ends in LJ. So, moving on.
Are you getting that one? Does that look good?
Yeah, why not? The United States of America, 2022. The loss that ripped them apart drove one into the arms of the police state and the other towards a guerrilla war against the white supremacy. Now they meet again. This is a story of a war.
Cool. We've got Dissonance number 1. This is written by Senji Nugroho, with art by Sami Basri and a cover by Varsam Kurnia. Golly, we are just hitting the jackpot with these.
What happened to like Bob Ross?
Yeah. Bob Ross needs to do some Happy Cloud comics, man.
Yeah.
In an alternate world where Earth is populated with powerful human spirit hybrids called Phantasmen, Folky and Roysa Herviet, 2 siblings with opposing worldviews, yeah, it's you and me, are challenged to prove their worth and take up their parents' positions in a devious group who secretly run the world. Meanwhile, Seraphim, a Phantasman warrior guard, is sent to prevent a catastrophic event from affecting the Earth and its own universe. Oh, God, such a complicated solicit.
I am abstaining from the future adventures of Nick Wilson, number 1.
Fix is back.
Say what?
Fix is back. Fix number 13.
Oh, yeah, Fix number 13. Thank goodness.
Roy to the rescue.
What about The Ice Cream Man, number 1 from W. Maxwell Prince?
Ooh, what's that about?
Oversized first printing, so $4 for 40 pages. I will allow it. Ice Cream Man is a genre-defining comic book series featuring disparate, D-I-S-P-A-R-A-T-E, one-shot tales of sorrow, wonder, and redemption. Each installment features its own case of strange characters dealing with their own special Sunday of suffering. And on the periphery of all of them, like the twinkly music of its colorful truck, is the Ice Cream Man, a weaver of stories, a purveyor of sweet treats, friend, foe, god, demon, the man who with a snap of a finger, lickety-split, can change the course of your life forever. I'm slightly weirded out.
Yeah.
Since it's an oversized first issue, I will give it a shot, but I have very little interest.
Yeah.
Ooh, Postal Mark number 1 one-shot.
Yeah, it's coming out with the Postal, same month as Postal 25, which is the final issue of Postal. So Postal ends, and then we're going to do 2 one-shots.
Yeah. This one takes place 1 year after that finale.
Yeah, and we'll do one with Mark and one with his mom, and kind of tie up everything. So that tells you Mark and his mom both make it out of Postal 25.
Whoops.
Whoopsie. We've got Sex Criminals back as well. Sex Criminals 21 with a XXX cover by Chris Anka.
Yeah.
These are fun, and we like them. And especially if you go to a lot of cons and these artists are there, they love to sign these.
Yep. Zdarsky has a huge line, though.
Who does?
Zdarsky.
Well, yeah.
I assume they both will.
Chris Anka doesn't, though.
Yeah. Sorry. I was thinking the actual artist, but yeah. The XXX cover artists are always on there, usually small.
You don't listen when I talk.
What? Who are you?
Yeah. Sorry. Beauty, number 19. Once again, this is a awesome, awesome book, and everybody should be reading it.
Evolution number 3. We just heard the Evolution number 1 going back for a second print.
Okay. I'm trying to think of what happened in Evolution number 1. I don't know if I read it. I don't think I've read it yet. Maybe it hasn't come out yet.
Yeah.
Did you read? Have you read it? Yeah.
Nope.
Gasolina I've read. It's okay. Anything?
Alright, that's about all I got. Outcast number 33.
Yeah.
Paper Girls 19. The end of the first arc of Redlands.
The homage cover to Royal City number 9 is, what is it? What is that? Help me with that cover. It says Sonic Youth, but I don't recognize that cover.
That's been the name of their thing, yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that's right. I don't know what album that is. I kind of recognize that font being up there over top of the photo, but I don't know what they're parodying in the photo. Ugh, bummer. I don't who. 90s indie bands would be my Jeopardy for double Jeopardy question. I would crush that. And man. No idea. I'll have to look it up. But anyway, if you're collecting those others that were super cool, don't forget that one.
Yeah, don't forget to snag that one up.
Throwaways now. I think that might be it. Bunch of ongoings and stuff that either has taken hold or hasn't taken hold. I want to shoot over to Marvel.
Sure. Sorry, I was trying to research that Royal Cities number 9 for you.
Oh, that's nice. Well, while you're doing that, I'll tell you about Old Man Hawkeye number 1. By Ethan Sachs with art by Marco Cicchetto, and this is starts the story arc An Eye for an Eye. It is a $3.99 book, but the superheroes have fallen. The country has been divided into territories controlled by supervillains. Among the wastelands lives Clint Barton, one of the few Avengers to survive, but it's been 45 years and he is no Avenger. Trying to eke out a living any way he can, the former Hawkeye is confronted with a startling discovery. The sharpshooter is going blind. With time running short, Clint realizes there's one last thing he wants to see: revenge for his fallen comrades in arms. So I think this is cool, and this is going to take place 5 years before Old Man Logan, the classic Old Man Logan. So it might lead into it eventually in those. Is it 12 issues? Did I say it was a 12 issue?
I didn't catch how many.
Yeah, it's a 12 issue miniseries.
I do like that world, so that is supremely interesting.
Oh yeah, I'm checking that out. I think it looks pretty darn cool.
Man, who knew that they were doing that whole Phoenix Resurrection? They were going to release the next 4 in the same month.
Yeah. Interesting, huh?
Yeah.
We've got Legion number 1, capitalizing on the hugely unpopular TV series. I don't know. Did it get canceled already? Is it still?
It got canceled already.
Legion number 1 by Peter Milligan, with art by Wilfredo Torres and a cover by Javier Rodriguez. And Wilfredo Torres did Moon Knight covers, or did Moon Knight art. I didn't know that. Did you know that?
Did not.
Interesting. hopefully you know enough about Legion. The cover looks horrible.
Yeah, cover looks bad.
So I'm running away from this. I'm not gonna get this.
Rogue and Gambit seems interesting. They're some of my favorite characters from the '90s cartoon.
All right.
You don't seem as impressed as I was.
No. Willing to give this new Rise of the Black Panther another shot
Nope.
by Ta-Nehisi Coates.
Done it. I didn't like him the last time he wrote Black Panther. I'm not gonna like him this time.
You don't think he's got his sea legs under him yet?
Nope.
There's Inhumans Judgment Day #1. I'm guessing a little more of the same there.
Mm-hmm.
X-Men.
Another. Okay, we got Amazing Spider-Man, Venom Inc., Omega #1.
Yeah, that's interesting. So that means it's over, and but we're gonna do one more. Is that what that means?
Yep.
Gotcha. Cash grab.
Let's get ourselves another $5.
Avengers ships 3 times in the month. 676, 77, and 78. Which is interesting.
The Zdarsky Spider-Man is on $2.99, so $300 will be the month after that.
Oh, remember, if you recall, when ASM went to 300, what a big deal it was.
Yes, I do. That's why I was curious.
Yeah.
Or maybe an homage cover.
Maybe an homage cover. How many times has that thing been homaged, though? It's been homaged to death.
Frank Castle War Machine Part 3, Punisher 220. And coincidentally, Punisher just came out on Netflix today, and I have not watched it.
Oh, is that out? No, that's cool.
Yep.
So I saw I read the first Moon Knight 188, and it was a really cool, creepy horror type origin story that Moon Knight didn't happen to be in. But
we got a new villain though, right?
But we got a new villain out of it, and so this continues. The Sun King. It looks like Bushman is going to be reintroduced again, which is his classic villain. It's his Joker that never quite rose to the Joker status. And so Max Bemis and Jason Burrows are doing a really good job with this launch. At least issue 1 I thought was really great. And I'm kind of excited about where it's going, but you know me, I'm in the bag for Moon Knight, so I don't know if it'll take off or anybody else will read it, but it's competently done by a good writer and a really great artist. Again,
the deck is stacked in its favor. It just can't get it done.
Yeah, can it get it done? On its way to the number 200.
That is a cool looking Moon Knight cover, though.
It's great, isn't it?
That is awesome. That is all I have in Marvel.
Yeah, I think, yeah. Me too. Now, I don't go by publisher in the digital side, so this is going to be disjointed. And so you just find something that you like and read it, and then I'll do the same. And I don't know if we'll ever be able to cross each other's paths in the back half. Yeah.
Yep.
There's yet another Assassin's Creed. This is Assassin's Creed Origin. This seems to do well. And Titan's got the license now. I don't know if they always have or not. But
they have. Titan has all the video game properties. It seems like they did Dark Souls. They had several of those properties. They had, what the heck? 2 or 3 other ones. Dishonored and a few things that I picked up from them.
Mm-hmm. From Dynamite, Peter David is writing a new comic called BSG versus BSG. Is it Battlestar Galactica? Is that what that is?
Oh, that's cool.
Okay. And so I haven't seen anything from Peter David for a little while, so that's kind of cool. I'm not a big Battlestar Galactica fan, but the people that are kind of rabid fans, so this might be either well received or under the radar because of the way it's titled. And it could be in demand. Tons of covers for that.
No new number one from Aftershock, but in continuation of a couple things I was excited for last month with the Backways by Justin Jordan and then Paul Allers on the Monstro Mechanica. Interesting
very nice.
looking things.
Very nice. So Boom.
Brilliant Trash, my Tim Seeley book.
Oh, very cool. So Boom Studios is doing Abbott number 1, which is written by Saladin Ahmed, with art by Sammy Cavella. And Saladin Ahmed is doing Black Bolt, which I really like, that first arc of. So I really like this cover. It looks kind of cool. It's about one woman's search for the truth that destroyed her family. Hard-nosed, chain-smoking tabloid reporter Alina Abbott investigates a series of grisly crimes that the police have ignored. Crimes she knows to be the work of dark occult forces. Forces that took her husband from her. Forces she has sworn to destroy. So that's kind of cool. I'm looking forward to that, and that's definitely going to go on the list.
Someone told me Riverdale Season 2 is on Netflix. I got to catch back up.
Riverdale's already over?
I think. Someone said that. I don't know if they were lying or not.
Wow. I have yet to watch the first episode.
Oh, you didn't watch Season 1?
No, I watched Season 1.
Okay.
First episode of Season 2.
I don't know if I'm just in a pessimistic mood about the back half this month, but I don't know.
From Alterna Comics, we've got another $1.50 comic. This is a 3-issue miniseries called Go West. The first issue is written by Garrett Gunn with art by Sean Forney. Now seeking a life of peace, Slade the Blade used to be one of the deadliest men in the New West. When his family is brutally murdered, Slade embarks on one of the grimmest, grittiest, and goriest tales of revenge that the world has ever seen. Still all in on Alterna, so I want to check that out for sure.
You are banging that drum still, brother.
Yeah. The Amped project. I don't know if we've talked about that before. Is that new? I think it is. I think it's not new.
No, we haven't talked about it.
Oh, no, we haven't talked about it. So Amp number 1 from Red Giant, written by Brian Augustine with art by Pasquale Quilero. The Amp project is a revolutionary method for giving mobility to people with that face physical challenges by allowing them to transfer their minds into android bodies. Funded by the government, the prototypes have vast powers and military applications, which now puts the young test subjects in the crosshairs of powerful enemies that want the technologies for themselves. So it's kind of interesting.
Yeah.
Red Giant's been kind of percolating up more and more lately.
Nothing's catching my eye on the back.
Alrighty. Well, we still have a sneak peek to get through, Kyle.
There you go.
And I guess we'll start This is stuff that came out that's coming out this week, right? November 22nd, right before Thanksgiving.
Yep.
So
Head over to previewsworld.com. We'll click on November 22nd, and we'll see what's coming out this coming Wednesday. Drew, let's start it with our sneak peek. Let's start where we always start, in Dark Horse.
right before you go have a turkey dinner, you run to the comics shop the day before, get some stuff so you can get through all that family time. Slink off and read some comics. And in Dark Horse, you might as well grab nothing.
Another
goose egg
issue of Tomb Raider, Survivor's Crusade. He's a bit interesting, but there's nothing. You don't need him, so I haven't been reading in it anymore. All right, let's head on down DC.
Astro City 49. I'm excited about that. About myself. Just me.
Doomsday Clock #1.
That'll be big. I'm excited about that.
What is that, a midnight release variant? 1157 release variant edition, the slightly before midnight. Huh.
Kind of cool.
Harley Quinn cover B.
Is that because the clock imagery is not quite to midnight?
Yeah, that's kind of what I was looking at too.
Oh, that's neat.
Of course, I got lenticular coming.
Oh, and promo pins. One of those. Yeah. So I think I've got standard cover on Doomsday Clock.
Yeah.
But I'm excited to read it, and part of me was like resistant, but now I'm kind of excited about it. So
re-releasing the trade for Superman American Alien. Buy it again.
Buy it again. Yeah. Imaginary Friends #1. It's a 6-issue miniseries. It's written by your boy Tim Seeley, with art by Stephen Molnar. Polly Peach Pit. These were the words 10-year-old Brink Collie said when she was found covered in her own blood by the woods in rural Cannon Falls, Minnesota. Her best friend Melba had just attempted to murder her because a spider girl named Polly Peach Pit told her to.
Oh my.
Yeah. Since that day, Melba has spent 7 years in a mental health facility. Tomorrow's her 18th birthday. Tomorrow she'll be transferred to a federal prison. Tomorrow her real sentence will begin.
Wow.
Yeah. So it looks kind of cool.
We have the penultimate Commandy Challenge with Rob Williams on writing and Walt Simonson on art.
Oh, you haven't dusted off that gem for a while.
Yeah, penultimate, my favorite. Anything else?
In
DC?
Nope. Probably, but I'm tired.
Wonder Woman 35 cover B is not Frizen.
Yeah, that's weird, huh?
Yeah. Alright, let's head on down to IDW.
I've got the final... Oh, yeah.
Didn't do it.
Is that the final Clue?
I see what you did there.
Is that the final issue of Clue?
Yes.
Okay. And it's the final issue of Wormwood Goes to Washington, the Ben Templesmith book.
Yep, 3 of 3.
Besides that, nothing.
Alright, let's head on down to Image.
God Complex 1, second printing. Does that look same as the first God Complex printing? I think it's the same cover.
Yeah, I think it's the same.
Your Rat Queens are back. Been a
Good
while.
to have them back. Yeah, it has.
Been a while. Their cover B is by Boo.
Sweeney Boo.
Good old Sweeney Boo. God, I wish they'd bring Ruck up church just to do like B covers or something.
Not in today's climate.
That's true.
Void Trip, #1 of 5 from Image Comics. Ryan O'Sullivan writing, and Plaid Klaus on art. From Ryan O'Sullivan, which we know from Turncoat and The Evil Within, Warhammer 40,000. And illustrator Plaid Klaus from Turncoat comes the story of Anna and Gabe, the last two humans left alive in the galaxy. They're low on fuel, they're low on food, and they're low on psychedelic space fruit.
Who names their kid Plaid?
I don't know, fruit spelled with 2 O's. It's weird, too. But they're still determined to make the promised land. Hippie paradise, super planet euphoria. This is the story of their journey, the friends and enemies they made along the way, and how the universe responded to those who dared to live freely within it. This is going to be wacky.
Yeah, super wacky. Image a little light this time.
Yeah, well, it's pre-Thanksgiving.
Yeah, true.
All right, Marvel, what you got for me, Marvel? Legacy Wolverine. Star Wars 39, The Ashes of a Jedi. That is a cool looking cover.
Yeah. Wonder what's going on in Moon Girl and Devil Dinosaur. It's the Fantastic 3 Part 1.
I was going to say we're heading towards the Fantastic Four. We have the Fantastic 3.
Interesting.
Silver Sable, Luke Cage, Invincible Iron Man. Not a lot that I'm really messing with. Renew Your Vows there. All new Wolverine up there. The all new Wolverine is The Orphans of X Part 3. Alright. Anything else you want to talk about?
No.
Marvel. Let's dig through the back half, see what we can find.
Well, we've got a rare Amigo Comics offering for #1. This is called Apocalypse Girl. It's written by El Torres, who does most, if not all, of the Amigo comics. Art by Ramilo Barala. And I think these are all black and white. And maybe this one isn't, but I thought most of them were. Low print runs. And hard to get. People that like them they really like them. So usually worth picking up. And usually double cover on these.
Very cool. Here we have our Betty and Veronica Vixens #1. Of course, you and I pre-ordered cover C, the super secret Fiona Staples cover. And we get a peek of that here.
Yeah. Exciting.
Absolutely.
Doppelganger #1 is another Alterna Comics. This is written by Jordan Hart with art by Emmanuel Zirks Javier. Another $1.50 comic about timid computer engineer Dennis Zinman who gets his life turned inside out after a car crash leaves him with a concussion and a demon. Believing that he's hallucinating as a result of his head injury, Dennis's grip on reality fully unravels when an evil version of himself begins to torment him. Kind of like how Killer Be Killed started.
Yeah. Long Shot #1 from Scout Comics. Matthew Ehrman on writing. Lisa Sturl on the art. Stranger Things meets Ghost World in a long last, the haunting story of two estranged sisters who find themselves drawn back to their small southern hometown to unlock the disturbing mysteries that are hidden there. With all roads leading back to their enigmatic, secretive mother, join Scout Comics as they proudly debut this compelling, harrowing journey through family relationships, childhood trauma, and southern gothic horror.
Sounds kind of cool.
No doubt.
What was that? What was the publisher?
Scout.
Scout.
Yep. Motor Girl 10. We talked about it ending number 10 of 10. The last Motor Girl.
Yep. Red Giant is villain number 1. It's a 5-issue miniseries written by Neil Adams. Yeah, Neil Adams. And he's also doing the cover. The interior art is Mikhail Bergqvist. If you're interested in Neil Adams stuff. There's War Stories, number 25. And I handed my copy of War Stories number 1 to the man himself. And as he was signing it, he was like, "This is one of my favorites. I love this." I thought that was cool.
Very nice.
You know what wasn't one of his favorites? Rover Red Charlie. I was like, "Hey man, I think you'll do another volume of this, or did you tell the story?" And he's like, "No, it's done."
I told enough stories of dogs licking themselves.
No, that's all there is. Okay. Thanks for keeping the dream alive.
All right, Drew, this is the point of the podcast where I ask you for your pick of the week. What is the one book that you're going to venture out the day before Thanksgiving when you're out there telling everybody you're picking up a pumpkin pie at the last minute? You're actually sneaking into your comic book shop to get what book, Drew? What's the one you think you need to get?
I'm going to get the Fiona Staples cover.
There you go. That would be Betty and Veronica Vixens, number 1, cover C. And I'm going to take a shot on Long Lost, number 1 from Scout Comics, if you can find it. Sounds interesting enough. And I like some of the stuff that Scout Comics has done from those smaller publishers.
True. Yep. And are we going to try to do an episode on Black Friday?
Sure. I mean, if you are.
All right. So we'll have back-to-back episodes in the next couple of weeks. All right.
And I think it's worth going and picking up Doomsday Clock number 1, Lenticular. I don't think they'll be short, but I do think that will be a very good series. So I'm looking forward to that. So I think it's worth grabbing up.
Agreed.
Good old Jeff Johns writing that beast. All right, Drew, it's good to be back with you again this week. So we had a long episode. We had a lot more to catch up on and catch back up on and get everything concise and ready to rock. We'll be back with you hopefully next week for a more normal episode as we finish up November. And maybe we'll jump into some of this movings of different people from Marvel to DC and no longer at Marvel. I'd like to pick your brain on a couple of what this means for DC and what this means for Marvel in general with losing some of this talent. So hopefully we'll get into that next week if that's okay with you. But we want to thank you for listening to Comics for Fun and Profit. Thank you for tagging along with Drew and myself. Feel free to drop us a line at our Facebooks, our Twitters. If you're listening on iTunes, drop us a 5-star review. Thank you once again. So for Drew and for myself, see ya.